Alright, so the Doctor has kept a diary since their first incarnation. We see it occasionally throughout the show, like 500-year diary, the 2000-year diary, etc. But we're shown what's written in it. But last Saturday's episode, Boom, has revealed something fascinating about the entries in this mysterious diary. Alright, so what is up with the Doctor's diary entry that's just a drum beat? Because this drum beat does not musically sum up the events of the episode.
Boom cha cha, 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 boom cha cha. What kind of vibe does that have? It's upbeat, it's positive, isn't it? It doesn't really tell a narrative either, does it? It's just a vibe. There's no change in it. It's just the same boom cha cha, boom cha cha. Boom cha cha, boom cha cha. And that's what the Doctor says, that if he's gonna make a diary entry using drums about what the events are of the episode Boom, that's what he would do. Which is kind of baffling. It's kind of baffling that he would use that drum beat to summarize the events because, the events were incredibly tense. He almost died. Ruby almost died. There were so many twists and turns, and his entry in the diary for that will be boom cha cha, boom cha cha, boom cha cha, boom cha cha. That's a hell of a good vibe. So I think the Doctor's entry in the diary would just be to summarize the good feeling after it all panning out okay. And that's what the Doctor considers important to record in his diary, is the positivity, the moments in his life where he feels good. That's why when he's comparing diaries with River Song, they're matching up with Jim the Fish, because Jim the Fish is clearly a good memory. And Crash of the Byzantium, they have that in their diaries. Now what does that mean? That means that the Doctor, presumably if he has it in his diary, recorded the good feeling that came from River Song's exit in that episode, where he's like, "Can I trust you, River Song?" And she's like, "Whoa, you could, but where'd be the fun in that?" And it's ooh, how magical and intriguing. And I think the Doctor very much was caught up in that emotion and presumably put it in his diary like that, that would have been how he remembered that. And I guess there is something to be said about recording your emotions, the positive emotions that come from the relief and excitement of things finally working out after being so terrible. And those positive emotions do actually encapsulate all of the negativity, but expressed in a sort of yes, we made it, woohoo! And the negative emotions are in there even if you don't hear it in the beat, which is fascinating because it implies that the Doctor's diary is filled with feelings over facts. It's there to remind the Doctor of the good times. It is a beacon of light and hope when the Doctor's life just is clouded by darkness. That's why the diary is always just the size of a big book, because it doesn't detail events, only vibes, and only the good vibes. So yeah, kind of interesting. Yeah, I initially hated just the Doctor's drumming diary entry. It's what? This doesn't sum it up at all, but it does. It sums up all of the tension and darkness and hopelessness via the lens of coming out the other side. It's kind of beautiful. Alright, I give this theory a Lucy-licious believability rating of... Ooh, I'm gonna say 90. Alright, let's go 96%. It's plausible that someone will come up with another explanation, but I think this is the only possible explanation. It explains why the diary's so small, it explains why the drum beat is jubilant, it explains why the drum beat doesn't tell a narrative, it's just the same boom cha cha, boom cha cha, boom cha cha, boom cha cha. Fascinating. Alright, see you later. Bye, suck bags. No, you can't catch a haggis. They're too fast for me.